And everyone, Nabila is midwifery and public health professional specializing in maternal and child health and reproductive health. She has teaching experience at Universitas Gadjah Mada, Indonesia, Universitas Islam Jember, and Akademi Kebidanan Bina Husada Jember. She has contributed to national and international initiatives, including serving as a validator for Indonesia's basic health research. Wow. And as part of the International Board of Lactation Consultant Examiners. And her work focuses on breastfeeding, adolescent nutrition, and innovation health promotion. And she is also a certified breastfeeding counselor. And currently, she is pursuing a second master degree, right, in midwifery at Universitas Pajajaran, Indonesia, with a strong commitment to advancing midwifery education in Indonesia. And in this session, Nabila will be presenting on addressing breastfeeding challenges through digital breastfeeding education, empowering future midwives. Wow, that's very excellent, right? And Nabila, we are so grateful to have you with us today. And are you ready for the session?
Sure.
Okay, the time is yours. Good luck,
Okay.
Nabila.
Okay, thank you very much, Zalfa. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, I do.
Is everything okay?
Yes, everything is good.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Zalfa. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Actually, it's 11 p.m. here in Indonesia, but thank you for joining me today. My name is Nabila Zuhdy. I am a Master of Midwifery student from Universitas Pajajaran, Indonesia. And today I'm honored to present my team's systematic literature review, and the title is Addressing Breastfeeding Challenge Through Digital Breastfeeding Education, Empowering Future Midwives. And this presentation is part of the Virtual International Day of the Midwife 2026. Okay, so today I will walk you through the background of this review, including the importance of breastfeeding and the challenge that mother face, and also the promise of a digital solution, and then the objective and the method of this review, and the key findings, implication and recommendation for midwife practice, and finally the conclusion. Okay, breastfeeding is one of the most effective way to promote the health for both mother and also the child. And for mother, we all know it can reduce the risk of breast and ovarian cancer, help with postpartum recovery, including postpartum bleeding, and also supports emotional bonding between the mother and the baby. And for the infants itself, it provides a perfect nutrition because, as we all know, it's the best food for babies, and it strengthens the immune system, and then it's also reduced the risk of infections and even support better cognitive development of the baby in their later life. Despite all these well-known benefits, many mothers stop breastfeeding earlier than recommended. As we all know, the World Health Organization recommends breastfeeding for 2 years and beyond. And as the UNICEF data in 2024, it is reported that the highest breastfeeding rates is in South Asia, but it's only 50%, and the lowest in North America, around 26%. And the Breastfeeding Lancet series in 2023 also reported that it's almost one-third babies in low middle income countries got prelactal food, while only 50% baby got early initiation of breastfeeding. And many mothers face significant challenge that leads to this early discontinuation, including latch difficulties, and then nipple pain, perceived low milk supply, and also lack of supports. And all these problems are even worse in low source settings, such as rural areas, among adolescents, mother, and minority groups. And the traditional support is often limited by time, distance, and the shortage of midwives. And this is where digital breastfeeding education shows a great promise. Digital breastfeeding education, including mobile apps, web platforms, videos, and text messagings, uh, it can deliver 24/7, scalable, and personalized support that can overcoming the geographic and time barriers. And also, all these tools can empower future midwife to become more effective as a breastfeeding educator while allowing midwife to focus on only on complex cases. And this also align perfectly with woman-centered midwifery care. And the objective of this review is to evaluate the effectiveness of digital breastfeeding education in addressing challenge and its role in midwifery practice. For the method, we follow the PRISMA 2020 guidelines and we search from major databases including PubMed, Scopus, ScienceDirect, Cochrane, and Sage. And we only include the original English full text articles that published between 2020 to 2025. And as we can see in the Prisma flowchart here, a total of 1,102 articles were screened, and we removed duplicates using Rayyan.ai, and we applied inclusion criteria. And here, two reviewers independently screened the titles and abstract, and any disagreement were resolved through discussion and consensus. We also conducted quality assessment using the Joanna Briggs Institute or GBI critical appraisal tool. And 24 studies were included in this systematic literature review. And then the data were synthesized narratively and organized into key themes. Okay, let's look at the findings by the type of the digital interventions. So, in this review, there are four types of digital tools, and each of them have a strength and also limitation. And for the first one is the mobile apps, or we call it mHealth. And in this paper, we got BF GPS, Base for Baby, BFF, Leg App, Mommy Bee, and My Baby Now. And this application has some strength, including the high usability. So they use the system usability scale, and the score are up to 85.3, which is quite high. And also, it's improved self-efficacy, confidence, and also knowledge of the user. And it also increased the exclusive breastfeeding rates, and also the duration in several trials. And it's quite popular for tracking videos and on-demand supports. However, the engagement sometimes drop, and the result of actual breastfeeding rates were mixed, whether it's because of the apps or the other case. And also, there are some technical barriers, including internet and also compatibility of the device. And the second one is web-based platforms. In this paper, we have Weber, REST program, web education sites, and NeoMilk. And the strength of this web-based platform is it's quite significant to higher the exclusive breastfeeding rates at the first month. And it's also boosts breastfeeding self-efficacy. And it is reported that it's quite convenient and low staff demand as the major advantages. However, it also has limitation. The benefit sometimes fade after early postpartum, and it suggests a need a larger and longer term of studies. The next one is text messaging and social media. Maybe we are living with this, yeah. So in this paper, we have Milk Program and then Black Breast Matter, WeChat, and Facebook. And here the strength is high recruitment and convenience. And it's also improved the early exclusive breastfeeding up to 81%, but only in the first month. And then it's quite feasible for groups, which is hard to reach. And for the limitation here, the effect often diminish after 1 to 2 months, and it needs strong moderation and backup supports. And then the last one is video-based intervention. And here we have Filani movie, video-assisted education, and app-embedded videos. And this video-based intervention were highly valued by mothers and also the community health workers. And they report it was as effective as face-to-face education for sometimes spent only. And but the limitation is there's no significant increase in exclusive breastfeeding rates versus standard care. And in some trials, they got a high loss to follow up. So overall, the key findings are very encouraging. So digital interventions consistently increase maternal self-efficacy, breastfeeding self-efficacy, and also the confidence, especially in primiparous and also adolescent mother. And also many studies show that it's significantly higher exclusive breastfeeding rates, and also the longer the duration, especially in early period of postpartum. And then the high usability and the user satisfaction is quite good. And the mother report they have a fewer breastfeeding challenge after using this. But the common barriers still in is the common barriers still low engagement and then internet connectivity and also some technical issues, including device capability. So this digital really works well because it's for its accessibility, because it overcome time, geography, and also mobility barriers, and it's also scalability. It can reach large number at a low cost, and then it's also personalization, especially for the application because it has a tailored content and then notification and also tracking and high user satisfaction. This is up to 85, which is quite high. And also real-time supports in some tools like anticipatory guidance, interactive features, and progress tracking. So digital intervention also show that it has a strong potential for equity access and midwifery empowerment because it can extend midwife reach, as I told before, and this allows midwives to focus on the complex cases. And then they also reduce workload while maintaining the effectiveness, and particularly effective for low income, rural adolescents, and minority mothers. And this finding have some important recommendation, including the need of offline modes because there are some issues with connectivity, and then cultural tailoring and behavior change techniques to improve outcomes, and then hybrid modes which combine both digital and human supports uh, because this is the most effective, and then integrate into midwifery curricula and professional developments. And this work perfectly aligns with the virtual International Day of the Midwife 2026, which has the theme Midwifery for All, because digital education promotes equity, access, and human rights in maternal care, and it empowers midwife to provide respectful, equitable, woman-centered, evidence-based support to every mother everywhere. So, in conclusion, digital breastfeeding education is a powerful complementary tool that improves self efficacy, exclusive breastfeeding rates, and equity. It strengthens but does not replace human midwifery care. And for the best result, when combined with human support and particularly promising for an underserved population. Yeah, every mother deserves dignity, equitable access, and respectful care. And digital tools make midwifery for all possible. And let us act now turn evidence into impact. Okay, thank you very much for your attention, and I'll be happy to take any question. And happy midwifery day, everyone.
All right. Thank you, Nabila, for the insightful research, for the insightful presentation. And I think it highlights that digital breastfeeding education is a promising solution to address common breastfeeding challenges today.
Yeah.
And it can improve mothers' confidence,
Mhm.
knowledge, and exclusive breastfeeding rates, while also expanding the role of midwives, especially in reaching underserved population, right?
Mhm.
However, it works best when it is combined with human support and when adapted to overcome barriers like engagement and access. In short, digital tools don't replace midwives, but they strengthen midwifery care and help midwifery for all more achievable.
Mhm.
So we will now move on to the Q&A session for participants who would like to ask a question. Please feel free to raise your hand or type your question in the chat box. Kindly introduce yourself first, briefly, before asking your question, and please keep your question consist to the material so we can accommodate as many participants as possible. All right, right. Let's begin. Do we have our first question? Okay, while waiting for the next question for the participant,
Mhm.
it's quite interesting for the presentation today. And if I'm not mistaken, for your research, you have like a lot of type of digital breastfeeding tools, right?
Mhm.
But one of them that you consider most effective and why, Nabila?
Okay, thank you very much for the question, Zalfa. So, actually, from the review that we've done here, that mobile application or mobile health is the most promising for overall category because from the system usability score, as I explained before, it's up to like 85%, which is quite high. And also, it's consistently improve the maternal breastfeeding self-efficacy, confidence, and also knowledge. And it's several trials shows that it is increase the exclusive breastfeeding rates and also the duration
Mm.
because the mHealth old application itself have like real-time tracking. It has personalized advice, or maybe it has a community supports that make it more interactive for people to use it. But however, I must emphasize that no single tool is universally superior because as we know, they have its own strength and also limitation. For example, when it comes to a country or a place which has a good internet connectivity, good device, maybe mobile apps is perfect. But in a place where internet is limited, maybe, or the bandwidth is just a low, maybe a text message is better. like that. So there is no actually no superior than another. It's just depend on the situation, the community, and the everything that's available there. Maybe that's it.
Oh, all right, okay. Thank you, Nabila. Oh, we have like some notes from Katie from Katie. Thank you for this presentation. Don't currently use any digital breastfeeding support for my clients, and I will definitely be looking into this. Well, thank you very much, Katie. I'm really glad that
Maybe.
you found it helpful. Wishing you all the
Yeah.
best for exploring the
Mhm.
digital breastfeeding to support your practice.
Yes.
So,
Uh,
okay, everyone. Yeah,
yeah.
Nabila.
Maybe we have to highlight that yeah, it's not
Mm,
replace us as a midwife. Maybe it's like helping us, like the early education for the breastfeeding mothers when it
mm,
comes to first time mothers. They don't have anything at all.
mm.
Digital solution is one of the solution for them. So it can be like a complementary or help us when it comes to breastfeeding supports. Maybe.
Oh, okay, thank you, Nabila. So, I just wondering, in Indonesia,
Mm-hmm.
not only in Indonesia, but a lot of low middle income country, they have
Mm-hmm.
like low resource and from the rural settings, access to electricity, devices, and internet remains very limited, right? And in such context, how would you recommend implementing digital breastfeeding education?
Okay, thank you very much again, Zalfa. This is very important and practical question actually, because as a low middle income country, Indonesia, we face this challenge: electricity, connectivity of the internet. In some islands, small islands, we don't have electricity. Uh, how could we do with this kind of digital solution? So I think you are right that digital solution is not for all, especially in a remote area where internet and electricity is not available. This digital breastfeeding, this digital solution is not one fit to all. And the goals of this digital solution is equitable access. So
Mm,
not the digitalization, but the equity access. So when it comes to a place where there's no connectivity, internet connectivity, no electricity, so we will back to a midwife. So that's we return the core of the strength of midwife. So this, like human connection and then community support, while we prepare the community for the digitalization later on. But it's back to us
yeah.
as a midwife.
Yeah, yeah, I'm agree with you because midwife cannot replace with anything,
Yes.
right? The connection with
Mhm.
women,
Mhm.
with
Yes,
mothers, right?
absolutely.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm agree with that. So, okay, everyone, do you have any questions for Nabila? We still have like a lot of time.
Yeah, maybe some of you have like um maybe using these digital tools for your client as a midwife, maybe you can share.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe you can share your story to us using like some tools in your country, or maybe you have like a better tools, right? From the research from Nabila. You can just mention it, or you can share your story.
Oh, yeah, 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 actually
We would
I'm
like
working
very
on it.
happy if you want to share your story.
Yes,
Mm,
actually, I'm working on it. So, as I made this literature review with my team, we found that one of the recommendation for digital solution is the offline mode. So, they have the device, but they don't have the internet connectivity, something like that. So we are making this breastfeeding education in a very light, and also it's offline mode. So once
Mm.
they download the application, they can use it without internet connectivity. But some features like it's there's a video and also the picture, it won't come out. But all the text and the education content can be read without internet connectivity, and it's still ongoing. And
No, okay.
yeah, the
Mm.
the application is iPosyandu. Maybe if you are from
Mm.
Indonesia, you can download it because it's still available in Indonesian, in Indonesian
Okay,
only.
iPosyandu is like if I'm not mistaken, iPosyandu is similar to like AI or
No,
application that
it's yeah, it's actually an application,
oh.
but it has some features for
Mm.
breastfeeding mother, and for pregnant mother, and for the family with babies and toddlers. So once we download the application, we can choose whether we are a breastfeeding mother or a pregnant mother or a mother with babies. And there, everything is you can explore it. You can explore it there. And the one I made is it's a chatbot actually, but a
Mm.
simple chatbot. So the chatbot, it has some like choices, because
Mm.
our target is a mother with low education. So
Mm.
we make it super simple so they can just click on it and read the whole educational content, something like that.
Okay, that's very interesting. So we can just download it to
Yes, it
Google
is
Apps
available.
or
Yes, it is available in Google Play Store.
and it
Android
and
only. Yeah,
okay.
Android only
And
still.
yeah. And the first question for your application is it is free?
Yeah. It's free still because
Okay. Okay,
it
everyone.
is. Yeah, because we got the funding from Universitas Pajajaran to
Oh
develop
yeah,
this.
that's oh
Yeah.
my God, that's great. Okay, everyone, you can just download it. I Posyandu from Indonesia, right?
Yes. Ay Posyandu
Okay.
Keluarga.
Everyone, do you have any question for Nabila? Yeah. Okay, everyone. Do you have like any question for Nabila?
Oh, this.
Valerie,
Okay.
have like a question. What language is the application in?
Yeah, thank you, Valerie, for the question. It's still in Indonesia. Maybe next time we can make it in English so people can access it. More people can access it. Actually, we develop it using some materials from Lakta Hub. If anyone knows, it's we got the media from there, and
Mm.
actually it's like internationally adopted, but it's still in
Ah,
Indonesian. The language is still in Indonesian.
I see. Okay. I just mentioned like for AI, just wondering, everyone use AI right today's right, and some argue that advancing AI and digital health tools may reduce the need for human midwives.
Mm.
What is position based on the findings of your review, Nabila?
Okay, thank you, Zalfa, for the important question, I think, because yeah, we are living in the era where AI grows very fast. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
it's more than we ever imagined before, like those deep fakes and etc. And maybe it make us think what happened next. So I firmly believe that digital tools will not replace a midwife, but rather maybe empower us as a midwife because human connection is irreplaceable. You know, like breastfeeding is not only like skill, but also emotional and relational process. And midwife gives empathy and then hands-on supports and also cultural sensitivity, which is not which cannot really replicate by the algorithm. And the evidence also say that this apa best outcome of digital tools is where it's combined with human supports. I mean the hybrid one. So the digital with a midwife, it's a better for this digital invention because like human, it can make it stronger and more sustainable for the digital backup with the midwife behind it. So
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
yeah. So I think, like AI or technology is not a competitor, but rather help
Hmm.
us as a tools to, yeah, like extend our reach, as I told before, and also to help us later, like for education and something.